Hello friends, welcome to the Warrior series of BFM. In fact, in Warrior series we are covering all the subjects, not only BFM, ABM, ABFM, BRBL, all the compulsory subjects of CAIIB. Watch it for all the mentors. All the mentors are covering various subjects. I am covering BFM and ABM, module A and C. BFM full. So share it, watch it for all the mentors, all the subjects. Share it with your friends, like the channel, subscribe to the channel. Do it fast because you'll be getting so many updates on the same. Free YT series. So don't miss this, isn't it? In Warrior series, we are covering case study plus MCQs. All these are previously asked, PYQs you can call it. Related to theory also, numericals also, everything. Today I'll be covering one important numerical case study. 5 marks compulsory case study in the exam. Compulsory. I'll be covering that. Okay. So let's start. Very difficult one. Watch it till the end. Don't miss this case study. Compulsory case study in BFM for 5 marks. XYZ Limited has a risk-weighted asset. If the credit and operations risk equals to 5,000 crores and market risk is 2,000 crores. So risk-weighted asset given for this credit risk and operations risk together is 5,000 crores. Market risk is given as 2,000 crores. Paid up capital, okay, paid up capital is given as 100 crores. Free reserves are given as 200 crores. PNCP, perpetual non-cumulative preference shares, are given as 300 crores. Provisions for contingencies are given as 100 crores. Revaluation reserves are 200 crores. Subordinate debts are 100 crores. Calculate the total capital of XYZ Limited approximately, total CRAR and Tier 1 CRAR. So now 3 things you have to calculate. Okay. What is given? All these points are given. You have to calculate total capital, total CRAR and Tier 1 CRAR. This is basically for the bank. XYZ Limited is a bank basically, because we require this for the bank only. So how? Firstly, for that you will have to get back to the logic of what is CRAR. Those who don't know, CRAR means capital to risk weighted asset ratio. CRAR. See, I'll write it over here. CRAR equals to capital to risk weighted asset ratio. Okay. Some books write it CAR also, capital adequacy ratio. CAR, capital adequacy ratio. Okay. So whatever books call it, some books call it Cook's ratio, COOKE, Cook's ratio. Any name can be asked to you. Cook's, all these are same. Cook's ratio, all of these are same. Okay. So firstly, you have to calculate the total capital first. Total capital. How to find out the total capital? But capital equals to what? Simple. What is total capital required in any problem? Capitals are only 2, Tier 1 and Tier 2. That's it. Tier 1 capital and Tier 2 capital. So now what is Tier 1 capital? Tier 1 capital is known as free capital, going concern. Going concern. Going means, what do you mean by going concern? Going concern means that capital which is able to absorb the losses without causing the bankruptcy of the bank. Understand this sentence properly. absorb the losses without causing the bankruptcy or liquidity crunch in the bank. Okay, that is basically tier 1. Means like in your pocket you have 100 rupees tomorrow. If it falls down, then you won't feel any problem that much. You will feel bad for half an hour, 1 hour. You will feel bad, but afterwards you will say, okay, theek hai, leave it. So tier 1 capital. Tomorrow there is 10 lakh rupees in your pocket. It falls down. You don't know. Then will you say, chhod jane do 1 ghanta? You'll put your head, rack your heads, right? Why? 10 lakh is a big amount. That will cause you bankruptcy or credit crunch, right? That becomes tier 2. Gone concern. That will happen in case of bankruptcy. Okay, so simple meaning, simple I have explained you. Same thing for the banks. Now look at it. How will you do this? Firstly, capital. Okay, tier 1 and tier 2 capital. For that, what you have to do? First, you have to find out what is tier 1 capital. I'll write it over here only. What is tier 1? See, paid up capital. Paid up means what? It's a share equity. So paid up capital is tier 1. I'll write 1. Wherever tier 1 is there, I'll write 1. Wherever tier 2 is there, I'll write 2. So this is 1. Free reserves means my own money. What is reserves? Reserves and surplus. From where does it come? Reserves comes from reserves and surplus. From where does it? From net profit. If I keep my net profit aside without giving it as a dividend or without distributing it, I'll keep it as a reserve. That is called as reserves and surplus. So it is again 1. Free reserves 1. PNCP. PNCP is a part of additional tier 1, 81. But again tier 1 only. These two are CET1, common equity tier 1. And this is additional tier 1. So but tier 1 only. So this will be again T1. 1 I will write it over here. Provisions for contingencies. Contingencies means what? This is a CA, means something happens. But this is not free. I can't use that money any time. Remaining all I can use it anytime. Up till now what we have seen. But this I can't use it. So this becomes tier 2. Because this is a compulsory capital. 2. Revaluation reserve. Now this revaluation reserve is a tier 1 capital. Earlier it was calculated at tier 2, but now it is tier 1. So tier 1, and that also it is at 55% discount. I'll write it over here. 55% discount. Okay, discount. Okay, this is 55% discount. Okay, means 45%. Subordinate debt, 100 crores. Subordinate debt. Now, how will you calculate the subordinate debt? Provisions for contingencies, subordinate debt. This is a part of tier 2. Now, provisions for contingencies, there is a rule. I'll tell you that rule. Whenever we come to tier 2, right now don't go into it. First, only understand tier 1 and tier 2. So, all we have done it, tier 1, tier 2, done. So, now let's calculate tier 1 capital first. Let's calculate tier 1, very simple. Let's solve the problem simply. Let it be as simple as possible. So tier 1, what was tier 1? 1, 1, 1 and 1. This also 1. So how many 4 ones are there? Okay. This will have to make some adjustments. So it is what? 100 plus 200 plus what is this? 300. That's it. So I'll write it. Tier 1 now. Tier 1 equals to 100 plus 200 plus 300. Okay. These 3 I have written. 3 were there. This 100 done, 200 done, 300 done. Now what is the next one? This revaluation reserves 200. But that is taken at 55% discount. So that you'll have to calculate now. 55% discount. 200 into 45%. Kindly note, discount is 55. Understand this concept very clearly. This is discount, means this much you have to leave. Cut aside. And whatever you have to remain, whatever remains, whatever you have to take is 45%. So this you will be taking as 200 into 45%. Okay. So plus 200 into 45%. So get it, everyone. What is the answer? 3 plus 3 600, and this becomes what? 45 to the 90. 90. So 600 and 90. So 690. My tier 1. T1. Got it, everyone? T1 690. Clear? T1 is what? Going concern, free capital. Now focus on T2. T2. What is T2? Yeah. Provisions for contingencies, 100 crores. Now there is a rule I told you. And subordinate debt is 100. So let's keep it 100. What we'll do? Subordinate debt, we'll write it first. Okay. So I'll write T2 now. T2 equals to subordinate debt. Subordinate debt. Okay. Debt. Plus that contingencies. Contingencies. Okay. What is that? Subordinate debt is given as, that is given as what? Subordinate debt, this one, 100 CR. So I'll write it 100. 100 plus. Now what about this contingency? The rule is, there is a rule for this contingency. It is either 1.25% of the RWA or the given figure. Okay? 1.25% of the RWA or the given figure, whichever is higher. Okay, whichever is higher. So 1.25% of the RWA. Now what is RWA? First, now this is a big numerical. Huh? This won't be as easy. So I'll write this contingencies over here. Contingencies. Okay. So 1.25% of RWA. What is RWA? RWA over here is of three types: market, credit and ops. Okay. Market, credit and ops. What is given? Let's see. See, risk-weighted asset for credit and ops together is given as 5,000 CR. And for market it's given as 2,000 CR. So add them. Okay, 5 plus 2. So it is 5,000 plus 2,000. Right? So 7,000. 1.25% of 7,000. So I'll write it over here. 1.25% into 7,000. Of means into. What is the answer? 1.25% into 7,000. Do it, everyone. 1.25% into 7,000. Do it, everyone. Yes, it is. It is 87.5. I am getting it. 87.5. Are you getting it? 87.5. So it is, see this, 87.5 or given figure, whichever is higher. Now what is the given figure? See, the given figure over here is, look at the numerical, given figure, 100 CR. So 87.5 or 100, whichever is higher. So higher. So obviously higher is what? 100. So I'll take 100. So what is my tier 2 now? 100 plus 100. 100 plus 100. So that is equal to 200. Okay, how did this 100 come? This 100 has come from this. Okay, this way. Now one more point you have to always check. Now here luckily you are having no problem. See, T2 cannot be greater than tier 1. Tier 2 can never be greater than tier 1. If in exam, if this comes to, let's say 900, let's say I'm talking example, let's say it is 900. In that case, you can't take 900. You have to take maximum as tier 1. T2 can never be greater than tier 1. So now what is my total capital? Total capital equals to capital equals to T1 plus T2. T1 plus T2, tier 1 plus tier 2. So it is what? 690 plus what? 200? 200. So it is 890. Now what is this? This is my capital, right? This is my capital, right? Yeah. 100 is, yeah, this is my capital, okay? So 890 CR is my capital. Now what do I want? My total, see, I have 3 questions over here. Total capital of XYZ bank. So that is 890. Second is total CRAR. Now what is the formula for CRAR? Formula for CRAR equals to, see, total CRAR. So total CRAR equals to capital upon RWA. Kindly note this formula. Capital upon RWA. So that is equal to 890 upon what is RWA? Risk weighted asset. Total risk weighted asset which you have found out over here is year 5 plus 2, right? Yeah, 5,000 plus 2,000. So 7,000. Okay. So divide it. 890 upon 7,000. What are you getting? 890 upon 7,000. So that is equal to 0.1271. So that is equal to 0.1271. Okay, 0.1271, or you can call it 12.71%. 12.71%. So is this good or bad? It's good, because what does RBI say? RBI says your CRAR including buffer, CCB, including CCB should be 11.5% minimum. So here it is 12.71. It's good. Now, has your question ended? No, you wanted tier 1 CRAR also. See, 3 questions were there. Total capital, total CRAR, tier 1 CRAR. So now tier 1 CRAR is what? It is similar way you have to find out. Tier 1 CRAR equals to T1 CRAR equals to tier 1 capital upon RWA. What is tier 1 capital? 690. 690 upon RWA is same, 7,000. So do it everyone. 690 upon 7,000. Do it. What are you getting? 690 upon 7,000. So 0.098 I am getting. 0.0985. 0.0985. Are you getting it the same? 0.098 some 5 I am getting. Okay. So you can write it like this also. 9.85%. If you multiply it with 100, you will get 9.85%. So is this good? Again it is good. Why? Because what does RBI say? RBI says your tier 1 CRAR should be minimum 7%. 7. So here it is 9.85. Kindly note the limits. The limits are very clear. RBI says minimum CRAR tier 1 7%. Tier 2 CRAR 2%. Okay. Then maximum. Tier 2 is maximum. Total CRAR is 9% plus 2.25%. 2.25 is your CCB, capital conservation buffer. So 9 plus 2.25, it comes to 2.5, sorry, 11.5. Okay. So it is 11.5% minimum. Here it is 12.71 and 9.85. So done, isn't it? So now, everyone, this was the case study. Okay. This case study is asked for 5 marks in exam. Don't miss this case study at all. Got it? Don't miss it because this is compulsory case study in the exam. Now before going, everyone, kindly note, join the new batches of Adda 24/7. Crash courses are coming up, present batches are there, Mahapacks are there. Join the Mahapacks. Mahapacks are, means increment Mahapack. I'll show you. But for joining this, what you have to do is do this 080-463-95886. Call this number 080-463-95886. Just give a call, you'll get all the information and joining also. Immediately you can join also using the class, using this number. Okay? Just do this. Also you can join by downloading the app. Download Adda 24/7 app. Without fail, download it. Okay? Download Adda 24/7 app. You'll get 1% extra after downloading it. Okay? You'll get 1% extra discount. Okay? See this. You can join the CAIIB increment Mahapack. Right now, double validity offer is going on. If you check this, double validity means you buy for 6 months, you get it for 12 months. Whatever you buy, you get it double. Plus, discount offer is there. What is the discount offer? Look at it. That also I'll show you. But for that, you'll have to remember the code. Y432. Okay? 81% discount you are getting. 81. Huge it is. 81% discount. Plus 1% extra through the app. So 82%. What all do you want? Plus 15 plus batches per subject. Per subject. That many times revision. Plus you get formula bank. Plus you get question bank. Plus you get the study planner. So everything is plus, 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 plus. The cost is less than the tea expenses on your daily, what we do daily in our banks. Okay? Join it ASAP. It's an investment for the life. Okay? Bye everyone.